Hello, this is Willcol100, and once again with Factorio. I just realized, I don't know, didn't quite get across the tracks, so I was about to realize, hey, I just crossed the tracks without looking both ways, which may result in my very rapid and untimely death. Last episode I was fiddling around with some stuff, trying to get stuff flowing into the other stuff appropriately, as well as I went ahead and made a couple of designs that will work for solar panels and accumulators in a combination. So what I'm going to do is, this design looks like it will work. I'll make a blueprint of that. And I'm going to build it using the robots. Have the robots do it all for me. So I need to make a blueprint. One blueprint. That's going to be my new solar panel design. That's going to be the design. Yep, I'll keep that. We'll put you in the inventory. Technically I could go ahead and copy and paste down some. First thing though, is I know I'm going to need a roboport. I'm going to go ahead and put this roboport up there somewhere, where it connects with the previous set. Basically, I'm going to go ahead and on the map, this big kind of squarish area between the railroad tracks, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make that the solar farm. That's going to be my solar farm area, and just plaster that over with solar farms. To do that, without lifting a finger, I need to be placing down lots of roboports, because otherwise there won't be power to power my flying robots. I don't even know why I'm bothering with the shotgun right now. I'm just waiting for the roboport. Okay, so the roboport is done. Roughly, to get the most use out of it, I need the roboport right... Probably, actually, I want the first one probably lined up with these guys to be about there. Well, there's one way to make sure it's lined up. I can actually go ahead and I would be able to plop down there. Is there any better way? Well, I suppose I could just make a line with the solar panels. Good day. Oops. So I can get a rougher estimate of where I want this thing. So I want this thing about, so straight up from there, around about there. I can just get that spot for us. So I want you there. So I just need to provide power, which is kind of a cakewalk. Cakewalk-ish. Put you there. Stretch down a power cable down to... Well, let's plop it around about here. Right about there. So there we go. We got a roboport that now will basically provide construction zone to that entire green area. Which isn't quite the area, but that'll be a good start. Let's start, and I can use that to build up the left side and the right side, right? So we'll take the deconstruct. I'm going to go ahead and deconstruct the already built solar panels. I'm going to queue up an area like that. What is that looking like relative to? Yep, bigger than our area, but that's okay. Queue up those. I'm going to queue up. Actually, take this. Queue up that. Don't want to catch in the main power tower. Tower that is powering everything needs to stay. Basically, this is going to call out all the construction robots to take down as many of the trees in this area as possible, which is kind of the goal. I want to get rid of the trees without just wasting all the wood. And the next thing I want to do is I want to put down... we'll do this as a storage chest. I'll put down a storage chest next to this roboport, and I'll give it the substations. Because right now the substations aren't being made, I have to make them by hand, but that's okay with me, that's not an issue, right? Assuming the logistics spots come with the steel that I need, you know. Kinda need the steel. Actually, if I hit Alt, probably find that those guys were delivering the steel. No, they weren't. You're delivering me a circuit, which is K. Oh, here comes the ones with steel. Or they would be if they weren't running out of power halfway through. Okay, don't cross the tracks while the trains come. Good thing I noticed the train was coming up because I was about to step on the tracks. Yes, I'll get down here. And when these guys finish charging up, they'll just deliver it to me, and then they'll be happy and go take a nap. Substation. I'm gonna need a lot of substations. I'm gonna have to build them all by hand. So yeah, basically they're just taking turns because they've flown all the way down from the where the steel comes from, right, to deliver this to me. So they're running out of power. Need to get charged up and such. So basically, as they bring me steel, I'm building substations, which build really quickly. They take half a second to build when we have all the parts, right? Okay, I can cross the track for... Oh no, that steel train's coming in, not going out. Okay. So with this, I can go ahead and put all the substations in the storage chest, and I can start laying out our solar farm. Or what will be our solar farm. So the chest needs... But I gave you more of these already. Oops. Can't put them in that way. Yeah, I thought I put one in. Didn't I? I must have not. Anyway, okay. So they're in now. Go ahead and start queuing these up. Do I want a row where I can walk by in the middle of this? I'm assuming that if I put this down like this, I won't be able to walk through the middle of this. Granted, I can just ride the train around, right? So it shouldn't be that catastrophic of a situation. We've gone ahead and placed those 3 down. We have enough. The substation's built, that won't be an issue. They can easily assemble this, right? In fact, the substations will be really easy to put down, whereas they've got to go all the way down there to get the solar panels and the accumulators. Of course, I don't know why they're going all the way down there to take the wood back. There's a nice storage chest here. You can drop off at the storage chest. Oh, I have alt off. Why did I hit alt again? When did I hold it? Keep bringing me... Oh, I hit alt when I was trying to drop stuff in the chest. That would do it. Oops. Oh, it just tosses in the inventory. So I'd had it. I just didn't realize that I had it. Okay. You can have a substation, because we're going to need more of those. And basically, we're just going to try radically increasing our power, because you need power. Power is needed. If I can get the power level up to the point where we're not using the steam engines during the day, is kind of my goal. Okay, so one substation's been put down. I'm surprised they didn't actually go ahead and put the substation. Oh, there goes another one. Which I don't think that one's actually connected to the grid until this one is. So the solar panels are going down pretty quick. While I'm waiting here, what am I missing? Oh, I'm missing advanced circuits for the roboport. Technically, I can keep building substations, right? But I probably will, because I only need to... Trying to guesstimate where I need the space for the rows, right? For access. And how much access do I need, right? Because I can ride the train around. Meaning I probably don't need that much access. I think just the north-south row will be enough as long as I have repeating north-south rows. Okay, so the solar panels are holding it down, which is good. It's a start. Not quite any places near where my original zone is. I suppose I could just tweak it over by 1 like that. That'll probably work pretty well. Just to have a little walkway around the rebel board. I can also just always offset this side by 1, and that would be K as well. Right? So I'm in the network, so stuff should be coming to me as they get built, right? So it's pretty much just waiting and watching as these guys chop off the wood. Chop it up. Okay, so I'm receiving more efficiency modules, which is good. I want the efficiency modules. Thinking about it, there's probably no point in running off. Wait. I'm set to acquire accumulators. Whoops. I don't want those anymore. Don't deliver those to me. Left click, left click. Where do the accumulators go? Accumulators. Because they can't build the thing if I've got all the accumulators in old solar panels. That's not going to work for them. Was that all the accumulators I had? I'd be not surprised if I had more. Nope, that looks like that does look like all of them. So they don't have to go as far. Though, knowing my luck, they are going to go that far. Still clean things up. Yeah, so I could easily just handle a shift like that. That won't really skewer much. Actually, the one shift is probably... yeah, I could do a two shift. Can't do more than two shifts because of that water there. Yeah, one or two shift. I'm not going to shift back if I want to. Or I keep taking advantage. Yeah. I'll do the two shift. When enough gets removed that we can put down more blueprints. In fact, I can go ahead and only do a two shift down here. Because I just need space to walk past the tower, so 3 of the wide like that's fine. You can go out that way. So these things should be constructing. They can pick up from the storage chest, which is what they're doing now. It's actually getting enough accumulators out. And I'm really waiting for the advanced circuits. Need more advanced circuits? You're delivering me 2 advanced circuits. I need 45 to put the next roboport down. All these accumulators have no power, which makes sense. Oh. Am I really drawing so much that I can only provide half my needs off of 20 megawatts? Okay, that's not good. So we went into night, and as we were up there, we're having the accumulators running, and everything's empty. How much of a power shortage are we running? We're running half. We're only filling up half the demand. Which I suppose is okay as long as the laser turrets aren't engaged anyway. Like, they're drawing... I have 200 of them already placed, so I'm drawing 1.2 megawatts off of the laser towers. So supplying them half their power isn't an issue, as long as they don't need power. Needing power, it's going to become an issue real quickly. Luckily, the daylight is returning. Eventually, we should see the accumulators pop on here as the last item, and so you flip up, move. But yeah, so the solar power rises. We're going to see basically everything's demand is going to start kicking up as they can draw more, right? No, the accumulators are back over. How do the accumulators get over? Oh, this is the last minute. Over the last minute, they've had they've provided power at approximately 4.8 megawatts of power. This is why I'm adding more to the solar system, or the solar power system, so that we have power when we need it. Two like that. You know, this would be so much easier if I had another roboport so I could gauge where I need to put the next north-south row for the roboport. As long as I stay in the orange, the advanced circuit should come to me, so I can wander down there and figure out if there's something wrong with this system. Oh, they're trying to deliver me belts. I don't need belts. You should know better than that. See the ripples traveling through this blue belt, this express transport belt. You can also see how slow the refineries are. Refinery is like a giant filter. No, it still does look like the entire refinery hasn't turned on. I'm just realizing how massive 20 refineries like this in a row is. I need more consumption if these are actually going to be working full speed. Wandering down here, wandering down here. There's an advanced circuit, but that's not going to me, that's going to someplace else. What's wrong with these? You have no copper cable. Why do you have no copper cable? Because it's all being eaten by those. Huh. Why is it all being eaten by those? Do I need to accelerate the wire production? Could. Not be implausible. Let's go ahead and begin preparations for an acceleration of the wire industry. All it takes is a waltz up here. Over to this guy. I think I have enough efficiency modules for the moment. So it'll just be a simple click here, change to speed, change to speed. The game doesn't lag a lot. Okay, change the speed, change the speed. So now speed modules we need instead of efficiency modules. How's our power looking? We are gaining power. Right now, the second largest energy draw is our accumulators. We have not yet reached daytime yet. Though I don't know exactly how much power our solar system or solar arrays would provide us. So if those speed modules, I can speed these up, which should get this working. And technically it is working, it's just the fact that it needs 4 of them, right? So it's having to wait a while for each one. And I have this thing fully speed boost, so this does have what would normally be like an 8-second process in 4. Almost going on 3 seconds. So it really is demanding the wire. What am I using it for? I'm just using it for circuits. Circuits and circuit. So these are each, technically each one of these, these two should take up those 3. So it's only getting the output from this one, functionally. So this needs 4 every 4 seconds. This produces, should be producing enough. Maybe I'm not offloading quicker. Am I offloading quicker? Huh. Maybe I'm not offloading quicker. Maybe that's the case. So let's try some more inserters. We can see if that's the case. We should see significant returns right away if that's the case. Because both of those should be pretty much working if that's the case. Oh, it is. That may really be the case, I just need to put more inserters on these things to take things out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that was what I needed to do. Just not taking these, not taking the wire out of the machine quick enough. That would do it. That would do it. Okay, well then I should duplicate that trick on the other side. It's still not resulting in much of a backlog, but is much that has got the lead out of these machines. These machines are always, as soon as the recipe's done, putting on another one. Always, as soon as the recipe's done, putting on another. Is almost allowing this machine to work. Well, actually, yes. This is now allowing this machine to be working at full speed. So I don't need to be adding more because then there's going to be the backlog and blah 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 blah. That is a fine level. That is the level we want at. Now, do I have enough for a road board yet? No, of course not. Now the accumulators are almost recharged, but we still got during we got during the day the steam engine still running because that's what happens when the accumulators are charged. The accumulators are still only drawing 7.8 volts. It's telling me I don't have enough power. Just not enough power in the system. I might even have to add more steam engines if I'm looking at that. Well, I don't want to have the steam engines run during the day, or run during the night, and the solar arrays run during the day. Because right now, as soon as the day ends, we're going to be using full steam power. Only 342 solar panels. It's not enough, it seems. It's not enough. We're capped out for the day. We are producing more than... I'm trying to look at... we're producing the most solar panel we have in the past hour. Oh, there was a period when I took down a few solar panels to do stuff, right? And that's that period. You can kind of see that. That was when I was redesigning the factory, so that wasn't really an issue. We haven't actually quite returned to that level of solar panel yet. So I do need to set up a lot more solar panels. Nine accumulators are missing. Not really worried about accumulators being missing, because that's power storage. I need power generation. Power generation is more important than storage. Okay, walking over here. It's got lots of robots sitting around. Oh, I walked out to the Vegas. That shouldn't be too much an issue though. I doubt I was really waiting for these things to come along, right? So this array is 4 wide, so I'm just going to assume that we're going to put 4 wide there. So this means this is going to go here. This is going to go here. There, and there. I don't know how much overlap these squares are. How large are these squares? 50-50 supply area. 100 construction area. So assuming the 50-50 area is excluding, or includes the 4 that it represents, right? So 100 by 100. So effectively it's going to be 100 from the center of this to 100 to the center of the next one. Which means we only really have enough space for 3 plops down between silicon. So I can, once I do that math, it's easy after that point, right? So that means I should be able to go... Can we go there? Yeah, we can go there. Okay. There, and there. And then it would be the 4 wide, and so on and so forth. Technically there should be 3 plops between each one of these. With a little bit of extra space, right? So I could technically get away with left, there, there. Get away with that. So that should work. Should be able to do a 3x3 block. That. So that should line up exactly between the next set of row ports. We'll see if that works. It might not. And I'll put that there because then that'll hook up to that grid. This grid should be hooked up to the wire that this is hooked up to, right? So everything should be fine. Also, I need to build more of these. Otherwise, we're going to have problems very quickly due to no substations. Because it's just already taken all the substations. And I have to remember, because this is a building I place, I can't just pick them up and click, click, click. I have to actually open up the chest. So there's some more substations for it, so we'll go ahead and distribute out the substations. And where are my advanced circuits? Oh, you're delivering me some advanced circuits. Thank you. Of course, you only brought me 1, and I really want 5. So here come more solar panels. And yes. Oh, we've got the accumulators charged. So we're still... This is the height of the day, right? We're still in the height of the day. We're getting a little bit more because we're putting more solar panels down, right? But we're in the height of the day. And we're still drawing off of steam engines and solar panels. And occasionally we're even drawing off the accumulators, it looks like. Well, I don't know why we're drawing off the accumulators. Oh, this is over the last 10 minutes, so that spike was the accumulator. So we've drawn 1.1 megawatts off of the accumulators on average. Average over the past 10 minutes, we've drawn 1.1 megawatts. But yeah, right now we're still drawing half the steam engine capacity at the height of the day, even with the accumulators all the way full. So in the middle of the night, we're going to be draining the accumulators 10 megawatts a second. So we're going to be draining 10 megajoules a second. Which gives us something like Okay, the power consumption dropped a little bit. We're down to 10. Power consumption. Oh, well, I'm putting up more and more solar panels. Right. I'm assuming these numbers have to be added together, so we're going to be drawing 12 megawatts a second. So we've got 67 or 60, or so that's 50, about 60 seconds, so a minute of power before the accumulators. We're back on base power. That's not a good place to be. Though, that's, of course, I'm forgetting, I'm constantly putting down more accumulators, which the accumulators, when I put them down, draw up power to charge up, right? But even then, Also, How did I grab those guys? Okay. More substations, because we still are missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 substations. And I'm hand building them. Granted, it doesn't take me that long once I get the parts, but I'm still hand building them. So 37 construction robots landed here because they don't have anything else to do. Which will get remedied really quickly once I have more circuits. Okay, how's the speed? Oh, I don't need the speed. Let's go back and switch the speed off. I don't need speed production. I'll go back to effectivity. Suppose if I'm not too paranoid about receiving these productivity module or the advanced modules, I could just go ahead and go out to one of the bases, one of the colonies, and pass out the effectivity modules to actually both drop pollution, because that was kind of the goal of making them, and to drop our energy consumption, because, well, we do consume a lot. It would save us a lot of power. Okay, back. You are on. Back to effectivity. Switch back to effectivity. Thank you. Build me another substation. Go ahead and plop down on the substation while we're there. I have to remember I have to take a shortcut across the tracks, or I can't stay in the yellow area. However, that doesn't mean I have to cross the tracks twice, which is unavoidable, but it's okay. How's our pollution map looking? It's looking fine. Other than that one, well, those are. That's a worm base, I think. I think that might be signs of a biter in the middle, but I think that's worms. In which case, they're still attacking this base, and we got enough turrets out there. It's not critical function. But yeah, the fact that the pollution's actually spreading past it, suggesting to me that it's probably not. I'll stop for a moment because it's transmitting that. It's probably not a biter base, because biter bases absorb pollution, and they absorb it pretty quickly. We have the petroleum train going out again. Probably not even much petroleum off as well. You get these solar panels off quickly, or up as quickly as I'm going to put them up. We can go ahead and put out more oil stuff. Okay, so we're lacking lots and lots of accumulators, which is okay. The accumulators being lacked is fine, because we're not relying on them to make sure the power from the solar panels get back, right? But the lack on these substations would be a bit more of an issue. I'd like to get the substations up before I go running out into the middle of nowhere. Okay, so we're missing 1, 2, 3 substations. So that means I need to build at least one more, because I just built and placed 2 more. Oh no, maybe there's enough. 1, 2. Oh no, we got 3, 4, 5 missing. Yeah, I still need to build. I need to build 2 more. I need more advanced circuits. Bring me the advanced circuits. And more solar in the system, which doesn't mean anything because we're going into dusk. The power is going down. More solar power is not fixing the issue. So we're starting to draw off the accumulators. bad. We only have 8 megajoules in accumulators. That means everything's going to go on emergency power, basically. Because I only have 40 steam generators. Have another one of these. We got 1, we need 2, so we just need the one more. Just need the one more. So I'm going to watch the slow descent of the power as we go into nighttime. Ooh. Yes, we actually managed to get a much higher peak than we did in the previous nights. But we're still going to come all the way down to 0. 5 seconds. You can see kilowatts are dropping fast, dropping fast, dropping fast. We're in the 400s, 300s, 200s, 100s. And right about now, we have no power being produced from the solar panels. 1.3 kilowatts for this. We entered into some sort of magic zone where the solar panels still produce power in the middle of the night. Or is it just lying to me? It's lying to me. Yeah, it was just kind of lying to me. Solar panels aren't doing anything. They're just there. Maybe they produce maybe like a watt each. And there's like 300 of them or so. So that actually adds up to it. But yeah, so we're 5 megawatts over the past minute. Definitely not enough. We're going to run out of accumulated power. Quickly. Is that enough to... No, that's not enough to build that. And I'm watching the accumulator drain. So yeah, we probably don't have enough power generation. There's 2 ways to fix that. I can either build more solar panels, which is what I'm doing, or I can build more steam engines, which I might end up doing. I might have to build another row of steam engines. Or maybe even 2. Which would amp up the pollution. You can see this pollution circle. You actually look at the map, right? The pollution circle is centered right around the boilers and the furnaces. That is our pollution. The factory isn't even the center of the pollution, so that's how major our pollution is. It's all coming from the boilers and those productivity-based furnaces. Though I suppose the furnaces is kind of my fault. I want more resource efficiency, which just results in problems. It does. Lots of pollution, lots of power draw. If you look at our power draw, the main power consumer is the engine, is the furnaces. Once again, we're at accumulators again. So we're running on reserves. We're running on whatever the steam engines can generate, plus solar power. So the electric demand satisfaction is about 75%. It's not over. We're not critical, but everything is just not running at full speed because I'm not getting enough power. And I don't have any... Oh, here comes the advanced circuit, which will allow me to place the last substation. And then as much of this diagram can be built as possible by the things, they will build it. So I'm going to go ahead and parcel out the effectivity modules. I'm going to run it out into the wilderness. So where did I leave my car? Might be a good thing to find. Especially thing is that's probably the quickest way to get around without going on my train, which I suppose I could take the diesel train and drive the diesel train out there, right? I have a spare diesel train whose job is literally just to do that. Okay, I'm coming down here because I'm having a feeling I probably left it down by the switch, maybe? I'll leave it down. Ah, yes, there's the car. I'm going to hop in the car, drive around to the bases. Well, I'm Willcol100. If you like this, please leave a like and a subscription. This is where I'm going to go ahead and put cut in the video. I'm going to resume going around and putting out the effectivity models in the next video. Until next time, this is Willcol100.